Okay. What is up? It is Sunday. We are getting our get back. We've missed a couple of streams. As you can see, I look a little crazy right now. All right. We're on a mission. Okay. I want to explain and outline this stream for a second here. Let me just make sure everything's going out nice, clear. Nice. All right. So what is up, everybody? Let me just turn the music on really quick. I gotta give a little more context to this stream, to be honest with you. We got Muhammad here. What is up? Listen, really quick. We got people in here. I'm excited to hear from you guys. I am. I'm not going to read the chat for a second, just because the purpose of this stream, I'm going to put this very quickly, very bluntly. I did not watch a single game yesterday. I didn't watch a single game today. Why the hell are you guys here? Listen, I don't know many NFL pages that will go into a week blind reactions. It's just kind of the perfect storm. I was doing a hiking trip. I didn't have service. I didn't check whether the Eagles beat the Commanders, whether the Packers and the Bears, what happened there. And I don't know a single thing that happened today other than DK Metcalf punching a fan. That is the only thing I know that has happened today. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to open the ESPN website for the first time in 2 days and blind react to everything that has happened. Once I do that, I will get back to the chat. What is up? Welcome to the Hunnaball stream. It's Sunday Night Football, and for some damn reason, I can't figure out how to get music going in here right now. There it is. Little Christmas music with Snoopy. So again, what's up, guys? Again, happy to hear from you. Glad you're in the chat. It seems like the chat's being active, but I am not reading it at the moment. Drop a like if you haven't already. Let's do it. All right, let me open another window here. This is going to be sick. By the way, just a couple quick predictions. The Giants for sure lost. Okay, the Giants for sure lost. I know they did. I know for a fact they did. No, I actually don't know for a fact. I got a good feeling that the Giants lost. Something I would have felt very apprehensive and nervous if the Giants won. So let's do it. Without further ado, you guys are here to talk sports. Let's talk sports. Let's see the reactions. First things first, the Giants lost. I knew it. I knew it, dude. It was so simple. It was so simple and in our face. 9 edges out the Giants for the 3rd win in a row. JJ McCarthy gets hurt. 9 is down. What is happening right now? This is crazy. Jackson Dart threw 13 passes for 33 yards and a pick? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Jackson Dart threw 13 passes and we lost. Why was no one throwing? What happened? Was it snowing? Was it like, what is it? What is this offense? How many yards did we have? The Giants had 141 yards and lost to the Vikings at home. I knew it. I knew they lost. I knew it. I am a football Nostradamus. All right, let's go through the rest of the games. Okay, again, blind reaction. I have no idea what happened here. Bills beat the Browns barely. There you go. Classic Josh Allen to barely skirt by in this one. I think, by the way, going side by side, I think the Giants covered 3.5, which I picked. Maybe the Giants pushed, whatever. Bills, Browns. Who cares? Who cares about the stupid picks? Bills, Browns. Classic Bills. Barely escaped by a bad team. Chargers, Cowboys. Wow. John with the 20. Let's go. Thought you died. Yeah, no. Missing a stream was not something that I wanted to do. It was not something I wanted to do, but sometimes life gets in the way. But I appreciate the 20, John. You're the man. Golly. Chargers, Cowboys. That's not a surprise. God damn it, Cowboys. Well, their season's over. It's been over. We all wanted to see the Cowboys instead of the Eagles in the playoffs, but I guess that's out the door. I still don't know what Philly did. And the Titans destroyed the Chiefs. Cam Ward. I knew we confidently picked them +3. Confidently destroyed the Chiefs. We knew it. The Bengals beat the Dolphins by 24 points. All right. Okay. So Joe Burrow got his revenge game. Quinn Ewers, he went out there. He tried, I think. 3 rushing touchdowns for Miami. Bummer, that was all the points they had. Joe Burrow lit it up. And again, I have no idea how I didn't fantasy either. The fantasy semis, whole different can of worms. Almost done reacting to these games. Then we'll get back to the chat. Saints beat the Jets. Tyler Shuck, is he for real? How'd Tyler Shuck play? I mean, again, these aren't exactly tough teams, but 49 passes, 308 and a touchdown, no picks. Hey! He outdueled Brady Cook and convincingly at home. Go Saints. Who dat? All right, moving on. Jaguars, Broncos. I I knew it! 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 We've been saying it! We've been saying it for weeks, since October, that the Broncos were not for real, and they got stomped by soon-to-be MVP candidate Trevor Lawrence. No wonder Gale was here. 14-point win at home. Suck it, Denver. Bo Nix can take his MVP talks and run. Trevor puts on another sick game. Parker Washington, I hope you started him. Damn it, I dropped him. But that's sick. I knew it. I also saw Panthers beat the Bucks. Not much of a surprise. Tampa's hurt to all hell. Bryce Young didn't turn it over. Yay, Rico Dowdle did nothing. Oh, boy. Cool. Nice. All right, getting through this. And then I hate not looking at the chat. Falcons Cardinals. What do we got? The Falcons won. That's not much of a surprise. Kirk Cousins threw a pick. Tyler Algier outrushed Bijan Robinson. That makes a whole lot of sense. Elijah Higgins was the lead man. Michael Wilson did a whole lot of actually scored a touchdown. Interesting week thus far. Very interesting week. My God, my goodness. Steelers beat the Lions despite DK Metcalf punching a fan. Awful look for Detroit. Awful look for Detroit. Oh my gosh. What happened? What happened here? Did Jared... Again, I keep looking just at quarterback stats. Jared Goff played this well and they lost? They had 15 rushing yards? They had 15 rushing yards? What is with today and a bunch of weird stuff? 15 rushing yards? Oh my... No wonder. All right. Almost done with these. Raiders, they competed with the Texans. I knew it. I knew it. We took the Raiders plus 14.5. Otis said it was a crazy call. I stand by it. Let's go. Looks like Ashton Janty had a good game. I'm just going to avoid looking at Brock Bowers. I've for sure lost in the fantasy playoffs. And then the Patriots beat the Ravens and cover the 3-point spread. There it is. Well... La-dee-da. Ramondre Stevenson scores. That's great news. All right. So I for sure lost in fantasy. I'm going to go through the chat now. But that was me live reaction to all this stuff. I didn't know. Also, who won on Saturday? The Eagles. That's not much of a surprise. And Chicago. Chicago beat the Packers in overtime. Hey, why did Malik Willis play? Oh, no. Is Jordan Love injured? Oh, no. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Well, go Bears. Bear down. Okay, those are my reactions. I wish I could give you more, but to be honest, I'm itching to read these chats. This is going to be a fun one. Okay. No way you missed everything. What's up? He's back. You're back. Oh, thank God we back. Let's go. I appreciate you guys missing me. I missed one stream on a Saturday. That's my bad. Last missed stream of the season. I was out of town, had no service, decided to do it right. What's up, Mohammed? Bears Packers is arguably better than Hawks Rams. Oh my gosh. We got Hasib. Whatever you do, don't look up dart stats. Well, that's... I'm sad the Chiefs are out of the playoffs. But rooting for my Seahawks. They're my favorite. There we go. Seahawks are good. You know, dart sucks. Trade for Mendoza. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Oh no. Shador Sanders is the next Lamar. How'd Shador play? Oh my gosh, I didn't even make the connection. Oh, at 2 picks. Hey, but you know what? 49 rushing yards? Can we give Raheem Sanders yards to Shador and almost get him to 100? Is that on the table? Wow. Ho Nix finally lost. We raged. Lions Steelers game. Are you going to watch the me versus Gale Sun Bowl? I think so. Yeah, I think so. The college game. If under this respond, yeah, huh? You felt it. I knew I felt it in your bone. Give your Trevor prediction. I should have. I really should have. I didn't expect a vicious dub like that. I picked the Jags spread, by the way, as you can see, somewhere around here. Yep, right here. +3. Confidently. Denver sucks. Giant Eagles fan. He wears a wood count for the mid ladder. Menace Steelers go 9-8. My 9 lay would have hit if he wouldn't have gotten hurt. Damn it. Thank you again for the 20, John. At least you guys have the first pick. That is true. That is true. Worst game to watch. You didn't really say anything. Hope you enjoyed your hiking trip. I did. It was fun. Almost died. My body is really hurting. I look like death, as you guys can see. Steelers Lions was wild. Early slate was good. Oh boy, I missed something. Early slate was good. Everything else was awful. Woof. Okay. I guess the Saturday games were solid. Jags have looked monstrous. Hell yeah. Someone clearly didn't watch the Jags game. He wants to play with them Jags. A lot of Jags talk. Trevor Lawrence, MVP. Everyone's here. I know. We got the whole party here. This is awesome. We got RJ Bricks here. Commanders are the 27 Super Bowl champs. PC Production Sup. The Panthers got the dub. Commanders lost best of both worlds. There you go. Sure. I guess we got a few Commanders fans in here, but sure. I need to watch the highlights from that game. I might take a copyright, honestly. If this thing goes according to plan, I'm going to watch the highlight. And if I get kicked off, I get kicked off. My Titans won. Merry Christmas. Hell yeah. 3 comeback wins, 3 days. You're gonna spend 10 days reading old chats. Almost died. Didn't almost die, but like my body's really angry at me. Drake May. There we go. Drop a like if you haven't already, by the way. I'm bouncing. Minshew got hurt too, which probably helped in them getting killed. Oh boy. Again, this is again just blind reactions. I had no clue what happened here. Who is, well, we gotta add Chris O to the hill. I'm gonna try it. Chris Oladukan. Oladukan? Oh, Chris O. I don't want to say anything, you know, that's gonna ruffle any feathers. Chris O. He got in. I've never heard of this fella, but 28 years old, South Dakota State, former 7th round pick out of Pitt. Drop a like if you've heard of Chris O, because I have not. Yeesh. Well, at least Cam Ward put on. Yeah, not really surprised. Rashee Rice didn't play. Yeah, not a whole lot happened here. Appreciate the celebration. Yep, we're getting shucked tonight. Yeah, it is. Soccer's appearing at like again. When every quarterback goes in a mile high, 300 yards, 4 total touchdowns, and no turnovers. Is Trevor Lawrence MVP getting some smoke? Is that Dark Horse MVP? There we go. Oh, and also the Predators won. In case everyone was wondering, I guess hockey's back, and I gotta take that off my ESPN feed. But okay, I think what I need to do, absolutely, is watch this Giants game. I'm very interested to hear everyone's like big monumental takes from the weekend, particularly the Saturday games, which looked awfully interesting, especially this Packers-Bears game. And we still have Niners-Colts tomorrow, and ideally I can catch up on most of these games to give you more analytical takes tomorrow. But until then, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't watch a down of football. What other sports analyst will tell you they didn't watch a down of sports this weekend? Weird. I didn't like it. I missed it. Didn't have anything though. Gonna need a rant on this trade dart draft Mendoza nonsense. Oh, we'll get there. We will get there. Bears Packers 4th quarter highlights, then Steelers Lions highlights. Caleb wins, Jesus Christ, given a jersey put on the gridiron. This is awesome. Every fan is coming out of the woodwork to say that their guy's the best. This is great. Can't believe Zach Ertz retired. I can believe it. I didn't hear the alert, but I can believe it. That was a pretty brutal injury he went through, and he was getting pretty old anyways. Poor Zach Ertz, but you know, as his life. By the way, Eagles beat the Commanders. Congratulations, Philly. They clinched a playoff spot. Well done. Saquon had a good game. There you go. No tush pushes. So nice. AJ Brown got involved. Wow, I know someone's gonna be happy about that. But he's not a sports analyst. At the moment, I'm not. At the moment, I'm just a humble YouTube streamer looking to, you know, keep a streak, get a streak alive. Don't watch the Giants game. Like, seriously, don't waste your time. Stephen A might tell you he did not watch it. Yeah, well, we know he doesn't watch football. He watches basketball, quote unquote. Yeah, right. All right, here we go. I'm gonna look up this Giants game. We're gonna watch this on 2x speed with no sound. And if I get copywritten, we're done with highlights. It's gonna be plain and simple. Plain and simple. What? No, it's just no sound. All right, let's see. I'm gonna skip ahead here. 6-3. So a real barn burner that I missed, huh? So a real barn burner. It's 6-3. He threw a pick on 3rd and 15. Let's watch this dart pick again. I cut to the middle of the best part. Let's go here, yeah. So kick is up, kick is good. It's 6-3. Jackson Dart on 3rd and 15. What an awful pass, Jackson. We should trade for a Fernando Mendoza because he's 6'4". We'll get there. 3rd and 6. Let's see what Jay just got. Janty easily had his best first game, but I had hope. Really good game against elite defenses. Taking the only thing could keep Pete's job. Yeah, no. Hey, Pete might have saved it. I think, man, if the Raiders won, that would have been awesome. That would have all but secured a Giants #1 pick. Pats whooped the Gog flock. We got Brandon Hollum here. Let's go. The Patriots won. And they covered the spread, too. We'll get into that, too. There's so much to discuss, but I have not seen this game. JJ McCarthy ran in a touchdown. Nice. Good for us. 3rd and 18. Why do we keep getting to 3rd and long? Our young quarterback's gonna get injured. Our young quarterback's gonna get injured. Marcus and Bo's playing. Bo, what is happening? Are we embracing the tank? Is the season over? I see Brian Burns on the field. He's got a clean rush. Yes! Yes! Please let me know if I get copywritten. House call. Tyler Newbin. That was sick. Finally. Are we resting our starters? No way, no how. Brian Burns with a forced fumble. Look at this. Dex got through as well. Hell, Dex could have picked that up and scored it as well. Darius Alexander getting to the quarterback. It would have been nice to see, you know, Abdul Carter get there, but who cares, right? Who cares? JJ Midcarthy, I'm glad we lost. Giants Vikes was a cheeks fest. Coach of the year is close to Ward by far. Whoa, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I think a lot of guys have arguments, especially if the Bears are going to keep winning and the Jags. Total dark horses. And Mike McDonald, they're the #1 seed. All kinds of options. Sean McVay is kind of out. Told you guys. When CBS calls Parker Washington Willie Parker, they don't watch shit. I'll take it. All right, cool. At least I can acknowledge I'm ignorant. All right, let's keep moving. Giants up 13-10. Let's just keep going. Are we gonna score 4th and 2? Let's see it. I gotta sneeze. Nice. If that was in the highlight tape, you know it was a good game. Yes, another 3rd and long. How do we do it? Why would he make that pass? What kind of play call is that? Why don't we just kick the field goal on 3rd down? I bet he's gonna miss it too. Guarantee you he's gonna miss it. Wow, it's the worst kick I've seen in my whole life. That went through at least. That was a knuckleball and a half. Who is that? That's not Youngway. Who is this guy? Who is that? Is that who? Wait, I'm sorry. Sauls? This is great. This is like Jeopardy. Name that Giants kicker. Number 39, 30, Sauls? Who the hell is Sauls? I'm sorry. I gotta drop everything. I'm sorry. The pace of this stream is gonna be all over the place. What? Who is Sauls? Ben Sauls. Well, 2 for 2 and a PAT. Welcome to the team, Ben Sauls. Damn. Wonky kick, but it went. That's the new kicker. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, 4th and 2 check down in the highlight tape. Exactly. Thank you for the blessing. For the 2nd week in a row, the Giants hold off themselves to keep the tank going. We are so close. Really quick. This is the first thing I should have opened up. Our favorite website. I should just bookmark it at this point. Dude, if the Raiders beat the Texans, we would have all but clinched it. The Giants would, if the Raiders would have just beat the Texans and the Giants could just lose to Vegas. I mean, I guess whoever wins next week is going to get the whoever loses next week is going to get the #1 pick. Better Call Sauls. That's funny. That's really funny. Damn, that's good. Better Call Sauls. Check downs his Bo Nick's entire game. Getting bounced in fantasy football playoffs in both leagues. Kyle Shanahan's best coach in football. Yeah, you see, there's an argument. There's an argument for like 5 or 6 head coaches. We did a tier list. I'm right there with you, James. I'm pretty sure I got bounced in my main league. In fact, I'm just going to check that really quick. Moment of truth. Am I fighting? Oh my God. We are moving on in the fantasy football playoffs. I don't know how. Thank God for George Pickens. We did it. And we smoked him too. Done. Moving on to the championship, fellas. I don't know how. I don't know why. Somehow, some way it worked out. Travion Henderson is hurt. No wonder Ramondre scored. Head? Oh, concussion? All right, he can play next week. Bowers got involved. Harold Fannin with a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. Everything came together. Wow. Saints defense had 19 points. Hey. All right. I'm sorry. You guys don't care. I just, again, I'm just reacclimating myself to sports here. All the dopamine's rushing in. I don't know what to do. I'm in the chip in all my leagues. Let's go, RJ Bricks. Giants Raiders game should be called When Cheeks Collide. There it is. Current betting odds for coach of the year. I'll pull that up. Sure. Oh boy, this is fun. All right, now I'm in a good mood. Now that I know I won in my fantasy league, now I can like, okay, let's see really quick. Oh, that was quick and easy. All right. So currently the odds are Mike Vrabel plus 100, McDonald plus 3, Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen. Yeah, this could go any of these 5, really. I mean, shoot, there was a very real Sean Payton argument until today. Same goes with Sean McVay until Thursday. This is interesting. If I had to make my pick out of this bunch, obviously Vrabel's the odds-on favorite, but if I had to make my pick out of this bunch, genuinely, this is not Gale Glaze, which we got to make that a thing now. Liam Cohen's my pick. I like Liam Cohen a lot. Also, Niners -5.5. I like Liam Cohen. I do. That's not even just Gale. I think turning around a team that has lost as many games as the Jags have with all the catastrophe. Again, you guys, if you haven't seen my Art of Great Coaching video, I talk about Liam Cohen a lot, but basically, I think what he's done is the most impressive out of this bunch. I think Ben Johnson kind of took the easy way out. Mike McDonald's a great coach, deserves his credit, but it's just, I bet you if you polled NFL fans, 1 in 2 wouldn't know who Mike McDonald is. Genuinely. Like, I'm not, like, Mike McDaniels? Dolphins coach? Who's Mike McDonald? Is he related to Ronald? Who is this? So that's just why I don't think he's going to win. Stories are a big part of awards, personally. Dan Quinn, yeah. I was going to lose by 40, but I blew him out of the water by 20. We'll take it, Mohammed. Let's go. Hi, Hana to Uncreative. Let's go. If I miss some chats, my bad. Is the fire hose is completely turned on. Anyway, let's continue with Giants Vikings really quick. Let's see how this game ends. Because it's 13-13. How do we blow this one? Brosmer. How did we lose to Max Brosmer on 3rd and 17? I'm sorry, John. Not trying to disrespect the purple. And to be honest, I'm glad. I'm takings for losers. But it's not like there's much culture to uphold for the Giants. So, you know, you take your losses where you can get them, I guess. All right, so the Vikings are just... They got 2 good plays. This is... I'm sorry. To anyone who watched this game, I'm so sorry. At least Dexter got through. A little quick first down. This game seems brutal. Xavier Scott. You know, it's an interesting game when Xavier Scott's getting the rock. Vrabel has sympathy factor to get... That's a good point. That's a good point, too. I just think... Nice tackle! Bob Okereke. Let's go. Is this the game winner? I think it is, because it was 16-13. Wow. What a moment. Will Reichert from 30. I can't believe there are that many people at the game. But yeah, what I was saying about Vrabel is I just feel like Coach of the Year awards would prefer the new coach before the retread. You got to get that ball out quicker, Jackson. If it were Shador, I would be ripping him a new one. You got to get that ball out quicker. Is that the game-losing sack? The Giants could have easily had this one. Can we go through this again? 7 for 13 on 33 yards and a pick. Who's drawing up these plays? Can we defer our last 2 games of the season? Can we just call it a wraps? Vikings Giants lost like half their starters. Yeah, it feels like it. I mean, we got a full slate on defense. I see Deontay Banks. We suck, man. Whatever. So AJ just called game. Brosmer kneels it out. And that concludes the worst game that football has ever presented. Honestly. What a snooze. All right. What else was I supposed to watch? Steelers, Cowboys, or no, Steelers, Lions, right? Somehow the Steelers won, even though Jared Goff threw three tubs, no picks. Long highlight tape. I'm just gonna cut to the 4th here. Again, just not to get copywritten here. Just gonna tuck away to the 4th. As you can see, it's 22-10. And then Khalif Raymond. How did the Steelers go up 22-10? I guess just running the ball, right? That's what the stats said. They just got crazy carries. There it is. Khalif Raymond's house call. Steelers fans PMO. It pissed me off. Just watch the last 3 minutes of the game. All right, done deal. Let me back up a little bit. All right. So Jahmyr Gibbs scored. I guess I'll go back here. So Jahmyr Gibbs scores right here on third. All right, here we go. 29-17. Touchdown Jahmyr Gibbs. And let's keep this guy rolling. Don't copyright me, NFL, please. Bears is the easy way out, man. They had all the weapons in the world. They were just coached by Matt. That is the easy way out. Thank you. I'm glad. Commies the most most tolerable. Have you met New Yorkers? Well, listen, I'm a Commanders hater now. Now that they were good. Oh boy, you guys are having a whole conversation about fans now. NFC East fans. Yeah, it's a very loaded dialogue for sure between Giants, Commanders, Eagles, and Cowboy fans. But the NFC East has strong rivalries and real hatred. Darnell Washington, can he get the first? Can he get the first? That was sick. That was sick. I hate everything the Steelers have been doing, but that was sick. Can he get the first? You betcha. Freight train going down the center. I'm going to pause it just that way YouTube doesn't get me. There it is. Let's see. This is actually kind of fun. I should do this more often. Blind react. Is that Cordero Patterson? No, that's Kenneth Gainwell. Arthur Smith. Wise guy. All right, 29-24 on 3rd and 8. Raj. Oh, man. Is he going to score that? Oh, no. Never mind. Just an idea gaming. What's up? Beijing Tigers fans think they're all that. Oh, yeah. I have the Bengals play. Oh, that's right. Joe Burrow put on. Oh, he missed it. Chris Boswell missed it. Again, if you're just joining us, I didn't watch a single lick of football today or yesterday. So I'm catching up in real time. We have things to discuss, but please tell me, guys, your macro football takes. I probably can't keep up with everything. Nice tackle, Ramsey. That was the hardest tackle Jalen Ramsey's had in years. Nice. Good play. Come on, Jared. You got Jamison Williams. I see him, for God's sake. Oh! Too early. They didn't call that? There it is. Double flag. Double flag. He asked, ask and you shall receive. Yeah, good call. Clear pass interference. Clear PI. Okay, all right, all right. All right, Jared, what do you got? Okay. How did the Lions lose this game? How did the Lions lose this game? They got a minute and a timeout. I guess they just didn't score, I guess. Eagles, go Eagles, the mayor of... Jeez. E-L-G-L. That is something Eagles fans would do. There you go. First and goal on the 1 with 1 timeout. How'd they not win? Got it. Touchdown. Ball game, no? How did the Lions lose? There's 20 seconds left. How did they lose? What? Flag? Offensive pass interference? Isaac Tesla, what? Wow, so Jared Goff actually threw 4 touchdowns. If you dock the Isaac Tesla play, because that's a... You catch that? Looked like a drop to me, but better hurry. 4th and goal. No timeouts. Jared, just keep it, Jared. Oh, down at the 1. Flags down, though. Lateral to Jared Goff. What is happening? Lateral to Jared Goff. This is so nice being able to just react to the plays and not have to be like, oh, here's what happened. Here's my reaction. Goff got like 6. What is going on? No way you haven't seen that clip. Which clip? What are we talking about? I have not seen that clip, Gail. No, I need to check it out. Oh, man. So, wait. That was the most epic play I've seen in my life, and they call a flag. They're going to call offensive... What? I'm not turning on the sound. We're going to see. The call on the field... Wait. The call on the field is touchdown. However, offensive PI on number 14. The offense by rule, that penalty is not... Wait, so what? Is not enforced, and the game is over? That's it? That's the game? Jared Goff had the sickest play I've seen in my life, and the Steelers get away with it? Of an offensive PI? Really? They called 2 offensive PIs? Can we watch this Jared play one more time? This is awesome. This is my favorite thing of the day. Just short. He flips it back. Jared Goff over the top. That made me happy. That really pisses me off. The Lions lost. All right. And then I was supposed to watch Ravens Pats, right? All right. I'm going to watch the last quarter of Ravens Patriots, and then we'll get going on some more just macro football analysis here. Go to right here. 13-17. We'll get to the 4th. Who's this fella? Wait, 5? Who the hell's Tyler Huntley? Did everybody get hurt today? Did every player get... Watch Bears Packers. I will watch. Okay, Bears Packers is on deck. I forgot that one. 2 OPIs in the same sequence. That was a crazy end to that game. Derrick Henry. Almost. Just short. I played him in fantasy. Thank God. All right. 17-13. Looks like this is a... Why did Lamar go out? Gosh, man. Lamar's been dinged up all season. The Steelers are going to take the division. It's almost all but guaranteed now at this point, right? Steelers have all but clinched. I will say, I like this uniform aesthetic. I can't say that a lot because I don't play clips. I like how this looks. Kind of a bummer. Huntley wears 5. Reminds me of another Ravens quarterback, but still, I like these white jerseys compared to the black and purple pant combo. Whatever. Drake May. I love NFL highlights because sometimes you'll see the craziest play, like a Jared Goff game-winning fumble or hurdle into the end zone. Then you'll see, Stephon Diggs for 9 yards. Good play. You can't have it all. Tua just got benched. Well, yes. And again, sorry. Lamar, 9, Love all got hurt. Jesus, man. Tua just got... Well, we know Tua got benched. Lamar not halfway through the game. Damn. My uncle was assaulted in an Eagles game when the Redskins won. Wow, Jesus. All right. Again, I haven't really seen the whole NFC East convo, but guys, yeah. Commander... Look, Giants fans and Commanders fans have a mutual understanding that life sucks, and that's just the way it is. Raven season's over. What happened? Yeah, it's clearly they lost to the Patriots. It's over. Okay, we don't need 3 angles of this. Sick play, though, from Kyle Williams, I gotta say. Shout out to the rookie, Kyle Williams, finally making a play. He went to Ohio State, right? I feel like he did. 2-point try to get it to within 2. Everyone was wondering how this is a trap line. Not a trap line, but like, how are the Ravens favored by 3? It's like they're home. And it looks like the Ravens had a pretty good lead for a while. Lamar Jackson getting hurt obviously didn't help the cause. First down, D-Hop. Okay. Wow. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm not going to talk about hiking much. I'm not a hiking channel. I know Jack squat about hiking. That being said, the water that's in this bottle, good stuff. Felt like I just drank magic. Anyway, not Johnson. Anyway. Matt Collins. Matt Collins has had a sneaky good last quarter of the season. Maybe not even sneaky. I don't know his stats, but probably just straight up good. Matt Collins is like Drake May's #1 target. Maybe Stephon Diggs. They're spreading the ball out. I like what the Patriots are doing. And the fact that they won this game in Baltimore in prime time goes to show they're not messing around, even without Lamar playing. There he is, Matt Collins. You can tell by the silhouette. That's not Matt Collins. That is Austin Hooper. Can't believe he's still on the Patriots. Sure. E-I-G-S-E-S, Eagles. Oh my gosh. Ravens should never have been favored. Pats have been winning tough road games like this all season long. Look, 3 points at home. I'll give it to the Ravens. 7-7 in a must-win game. Pressure was on. Their quarterback got hurt. It's easy to, in hindsight, pick lines. Oh, man, it's plays like that. They say it's a game of inches. It's the game of inches moment right here. Who was that? That wasn't Marlon Humphrey. I don't know which Ravens corner was on that. But man, I feel like I should too. Who was it? It wasn't Nate Wiggins. Maybe it was Kyle. Was that Kyle Hamilton who just shy? Anyway, Ramondre Stevenson with a sick run into the end zone. I'm really happy to see it. Congratulations to you, Ramondre. Hopefully TreVeyon Henderson comes back next week. We don't need to see the replay of the Ramondre Stevenson touchdown. I'm sorry. Just don't care for it. He does the double hand blows a kiss, and we're back in it. All right, Tyler Huntley, you got a 2-minute drill and you snoop. Rashid Ali, throw it. Don't know why running backs don't just throw it there. Broken backwards pass. Why not go for it? Is that Chase on? Who's 7? So many injuries today. Damn. Everyone's getting hurt. Would have liked to see a better pass. Oh no. Well, that all but does it, right? That's probably the game. Again, you would have liked a good read. Just kind of, you would have liked to see him lead it a little bit more. Technique was shoddy, and that's ball game. Zay Flowers once again just letting the Ravens fans down. Helping me in fantasy though, because I was playing Zay Flowers, so that little snafu there helped me big. All right. I don't know if I consider any Patriots game tough. They have a cakewalk schedule. One of the easiest in history, by the way. Again, anyone wants proof of the pudding. Patriots average opponent 380 average record. That is far and away the lowest. They're the only team in the NFL where their opponents start with a 3. Just saying. Also, there's the Giants. 530. Go us. Go New York. Go New York. Go. Ramondre to the outside. Is he going to ice this game? See ya. He iced it. Stays in bounds. And that is our game. Let's watch Bears-Packers. All right. This is fun. Reaction channels have it so easy. And I know I stream reactions all the time, but it's just so easy to be able to just point to something and pause. All right. You guys said the ending was crazy. So I'm going to assume Jordan Love got hurt. We're going to watch the last 5 minutes. Let's see what Caleb Williams has got in the chamber. 10 for 19, 140 through the first 55 minutes of the game. That's very Caleb Williams. Pat's going to get the #1 seed now. It should be the Jags. It should be. It should. We all know. Vote with your heart, America. Go Jags. Duval might be my team for this playoffs, honestly. Lorenzo said something and retracted it. I don't know why I pointed that out, but just trying to keep up with the chat now. Straight over the Ravens season right there. Seriously, just dumb mistakes. Play like in a game that I didn't watch the game, but I'm gonna take a stab. The Ravens had a few chances to win that one, considering they were leading most of the time. Just dumb mistakes costing the Ravens what should be wins, and they're 7-8 now. Henry also had a fumble in the red zone early. Classic. See that Fred Warner recently got hurt? Yeah, he got hurt a little bit ago, but yes, I did see that. Was it in MetLife Stadium? I don't believe it was in MetLife Stadium. Wait, the Bears got the onside kick? I'm sorry. Okay, so the Bears are down, 16-9. They lost a 2-minute warning. That's a real bummer. So they were down 10 with 2 to go, and they get the onside kick? Oh my goodness. Welp, onside kick alert. Anytime an onside kick is successfully pulled off, the game becomes awesome. Especially when the team that gets it goes on to win. We obviously know the Bears came back and won this one, but I want to see how it happened. There it is, Xavier McKinney. Bet you wished you were in blue now, don't you? That's a joke, obviously. Just like the Giants. Yeah, like against the Bills, definitely. Well, that was the one game that was the one impressive one they won. RJ. Like, oh, you're talking about the Ravens. See, we're all over the place now. You're talking about the Ravens. If you're talking about the Pats schedule, the Bills are in their division, and they split them. So let's not act like the Bills are like, oh, but the Bills game. Duke Alum recovering the onside kick, by the way. Former Jag. Gary Blackwell. See, Patrick Mahomes won the 2023 Super Bowl. Anyways, Caleb Williams, that's funny. Caleb Williams on 1st and 10 off the onside kick. They got a minute and 2 timeouts. This is a really good situation for Chicago, honestly. Let's see how they can put this together with a minute 2. Nice pass. Nice pass to DJ Moore. Balloonhead Dobbs botched the onside recovery. Caleb, out of the back of the end zone, the kick is up. The kick is good. I'm saying the Pats don't win tough games. Oh, okay, I see. Sometimes it's tough to read sarcasm through the YouTube chat. Whoa! On 4th and 4! Back corner of the end zone, busted coverage. He's doing the thing! It's my favorite celebration in the NFL. Jade Walker, he does the levitating step. Look at this. Wide open. The story of the Packers season. Inconsistent in coverage. Oh, I bet Grossi's reaction, or Grossi's, we're sticking with Grossi. I bet Grossi's reaction was hilarious. I do feel bad, though, that Malik Willis is the guy now. That's going to be an issue. Safe to say. Game goes to OT. Let's see what happens here. I got a feeling the Packers aren't going to do much on offense. Oh, I guess I was wrong! What is happening? These Guardian caps make me mad, wimps. Guardian caps, I think they're cool. There are better alternatives, but I'm not going to talk about something that I don't know about. I watched a YouTube short. But I think I honestly barely even notice Guardian caps anymore. But fair enough. If you don't like watching a player try and prioritize their safety, I'm not going to fault you for it. Oh, he dropped the snap! He dropped the snap! Was that Josh Jacobs who tried to save it? No, that was the backup. Emmanuel Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson's bigger than Malik Willis. Wow. Miracle at the Meadowlands, but it's Bears Packers. Damn. What would this be called? The Surge at Soldier? That sucks. I'm thinking. The Soldier Field Surprise? That's off the cuff, guys. That's right here. You guys know I didn't watch this game. Come on. Anyway. I'm gonna call that. If anyone steals Soldier Field Surprise from me, let me know, please. Oh! Whoa! Did he catch that? DJ Moore, is he all right? Is he good? Did he just call game and get hurt? What a pass! I hate NFL players. Fair enough. Like the Pats' chances, I've never put money on them. So next Saturday will be Willis versus Huntley and Lambeau. Oh my God. So much movement. You miss 1 week of football and everything changes. You guys know Flock Fantasy? You probably don't. That's defensive PI, by the way. If you do know Flock Fantasy, one of my favorite fantasy YouTubers, he makes a video every Sunday night. Everything has changed, and it's funny because, he makes it every week. So, well, I guess everything's always changing, huh? What's the point of this title? However, it feels like this week, everything has changed. 3 injuries. Archie, you can't hate Trevor. Well, we can't hate Trevor. Caleb, Iceman. There it is. And there's Case Keenum there to celebrate. Well, damn. We can watch the Steelers-Lions condensed replay from New Year's Eve 1969, but I'm worried it's going to be in black and white. Kidding, obviously. This is just my YouTube TV connecting. My Sunday ticket, I should say. But yeah, woof. All right. Well, those games were crazy. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm sorry if my reaction was a little underwhelming. I kind of feel like I'm dying, like my body. I've moved a lot over the past few days, and I've barely eaten, so forgive me if I'm a little out of it, so to speak. But I do want to go through this really quick. How did Hunna's picks do? Or the Hunnaball parlay do? I don't remember if I picked the Rams or the Seahawks, to be quite frank. I want to say Seahawks. We'll throw that one out, but I want to say Seahawks. Obviously, I picked the Giants, which Giants -3 is a push, so we'll call that even. Eagles Commanders, called it. Eagles cover, got it. Bears Packers, I picked the Packers. Damn, that sucks. All right, we'll miss that one. Browns Bills, called it. Knew the Browns would cover. Chargers Cowboys, bricked it. Panthers Bucks, got it. Panthers +3, they won outright, straight up. Bengals -4.5, so easy, so free. Titans +3, easy. Saints, easy. Jags, easy. Falcons, come on. Falcons covered as well. Raiders covered. Lions did not. Lions lost. Ravens also did not. But overall, we've had a couple good weeks of picks. Hank is here. Cam Ward's had his breakout game. A single tear ran down my face. The Saints are back. You don't pick Thursdays, dummy. You're right, Otis, because we do these picks on Thursday. You're right. Got to catch up to everything. I know I'm just joking. Safety should be there. Obviously, RJ breaks. I'm kidding around. What do you think about Dart Mendoza? Let's do this now. All right. Let's do this. Okay. I didn't watch a ton of this game. I didn't watch any of this game other than the highlights that we just saw. Here's what I will say. Okay. Let me do this, actually. Let me do this. This will be easier. This man has embraced and honored New York City in a way that Daniel Jones didn't, Geno Smith didn't. I'm not trying to throw strays at Geno Smith. I'm just naming starters. Geno Smith didn't. Davis Webb didn't. Who else? Jake Fromm didn't. I'm just naming guys who have started games for the Giants. It's crazy. Tommy DeVito didn't. Well, Tommy DeVito is an outlier, actually. Tommy DeVito has probably embraced New York better than any human being ever. But the point is that through all these random quarterbacks that we've had, through all these, random names you haven't heard of, who the hell's Jake Fromm? Jameis is fun. I love Jameis. He's cool. He's great, but he's not the future. Okay? There's been one man, including Eli, I'll say it, Phil Simms, Jeff Hostetler. I don't know much about Kerry Collins, but I don't think he had this much juice, this much swagger. This man has embraced and cherished the New York spotlight in a way that no quarterback in recent memory across the Giants or Jets has done. He had promising moments, flashes, and this is a guy who out of college we knew had a pretty low floor. He'd have to develop a lot. He'd have to learn a lot of new skills. He'd have to learn new offenses. That was the big knock. Jackson Dart, he ran a really simple system at Ole Miss. How's he ever going to learn NFL offense? He learned NFL offenses. That has not been an issue this year. If I had to grade Jackson Dart's rookie season, I wouldn't give it an A+, and I wouldn't give him Rookie of the Year. He needs to work on his deep passes. He needs to work on a couple other things. But hey, I'm not going to sit here and poke holes in a rookie quarterback because he's not Shador. I'm not going to sit here and poke holes because he's not perfect out the gate. I don't need Justin Herbert because Justin Herbert doesn't win anything important. No one wants. If you want Justin Herbert on your team, that is awesome. Get a traits guy who's tall and has a strong arm and never wins when it's important. Never wins when it matters. Never can step up to the plate and actually seal the deal. I'm not saying Jackson Dart with how many passing yards do you have? 13? Jackson Dart had 13 pass attempts for 33 yards. If that is the kind of quarterback if those stats are any kind of indicator, he must be the worst quarterback in NFL history, right? 13 passes for 33 yards, averaging 3 yards per attempt. What the hell is that? In what looked like a pretty regular game weather-wise. What the hell is that? His stats say, at least this week, that he's the worst quarterback in NFL history. Is he? Of course not. And everybody out here who likes Fernando Mendoza because he has a funny post-game interview and he's tall. I heard Colin Cowherd say he's tall. The Giants should trade a rookie quarterback who showed promise and just punt our #1 pick because he's tall. Because Indiana, I think someone in here goes to Indiana. Great school, go Hoosiers. Not exactly a football program that comes to mind, you know what I mean? No one's like, you got to get it. Indiana quarterback, LSU wide receiver, Buckeye running back, Alabama offensive line, and like I said, Indiana QB. No one has ever said that because it's not a thing people think. This is what happens every December and January. Some quarterback separates themselves from the herd, and every analyst on TV, speaking of the herd, gets on there and talks about how this guy's the greatest quarterback ever. It happened with Caleb Williams. You know what I'll tell you about Caleb Williams? He's not the greatest quarterback ever. But if you watched NFL football or watch NFL sports coverage from November, December, January, February, March, April, through the year Caleb Williams is going to be QB, you'd think he's going to be the greatest quarterback in history. I made a whole video, Tankings for Losers. You're going to put your whole franchise, the stake of the future, on a 20-year-old and expect it to work? And then it finally kind of shows some flashes of working, and some Giants fans and analysts think the Giants should move off because we're not winning games? Listen, one of the worst sports analysts will tell you they're not winning, so tear it all down. Trade the quarterback. There's so much more nuance to sports. Sometimes I make bad takes. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I forget players' names, and, you know, I said that Byron Murphy was a Chief, and that was a whole, or whatever. I'm all over the place tonight. Point is, I'm wrong about a lot, but I will not sit here and peddle some nonsense narrative because that's what the hot topic is now. Because Skip Bayless said it on his podcast. Because Emmanuel Acho thinks the Giants need to rethink something. Because he wanted to say something contrarian to get takes on Twitter. Here's the thing with Colin Cowherd. Everything he says is a contrarian take. That's his whole business model. So I know this is a little more broad sports media rant I'm on right now, but the point is that all the analysts, again, analysts that say the Giants should trade the rookie quarterback that worked for a rookie quarterback that may or may not work because he's tall and has traits and had a good season and cries in press conferences. He's likable. He's a real captain. I don't care. Send him to Vegas. Send him to the Jets. Send him to the Browns. Send him to the Cardinals. I don't care. If we give up on Jackson Dart as a franchise, which again, I'm saying this rant into the void, the Giants will not do this. The Giants are a dysfunctional franchise in every sense of the word. However, the Giants would not do this. No serious NFL team would do this. Even the Cardinals, it was like pulling teeth for them to get rid of Josh Rosen. And if you watch Josh Rosen's rookie season, you might have thought he was the worst quarterback in NFL history. Genuinely. The Giants won't do this. And I just think it's frustrating when certain people push narratives that tear down 22-year-olds who have done a pretty good job, all things considered. Not his best game. He lost to JJ McCarthy. We're tanking. 33 passing yards. I can't even believe it. 33 passing yards. If his high pass of the day was 33 yards, I would think that's a little low. 33 total's crazy. But to all the Giants fans, and I say that loosely because, to be honest, if you're genuinely saying the Giants should move Jackson Dart and trade for Fernando Mendoza, you're not a Giants fan because you don't care about the long big picture of this team. All you care about is just getting that dopamine hit at the end of every season. Again, tanking is for losers, and this exact reason is why I made that video. Because everybody thinks the next hot quarterback to go #1 overall is going to be perfect and will never make a mistake through the rest of their career. And then Cam Ward struggles for the first 8 weeks of the season, and everyone says his career's over and the Titans need to move on. If the Titans had lost a couple of games different, if the Titans had the Giants record right now, they'd be saying the same exact thing. It's crazy. NFL discourse is crazy, and I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of that narrative, and I'm so glad it's been brought up. I've been meaning to get that off my chest for so long. The Fernando Mendoza smoke to the Giants is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Again, I was ignoring chats. I hate doing that. What is everyone saying? Josh Rosen didn't have me back on LinkedIn. Womp womp. Anyway, it's been a while since we've had a Hunter rant. Anyway, Okay, let's see. Dart was so defeated in the post-game interview. That's the only thing. That's hot take. They both suck. Giants got to trade out. Agreed. Throw starts. Gino, don't blame it on him. I said blame the Giants season. Don't straight. Oh, I forgot about it. I said Dan Jones. Yeah. No, we respect Dan Jones around here. Hate their Christmas games this year. They suck. I completely agree. Tommy DeVito had all the juice. You're right. Shador's perfect off the gate. Trade your pick in Jackson for Shador. There. See, now that's something I can get behind. Shador's proven. We know who Shador is. Fernando is Kirko changed. He's going to be good, but keep Dart. Did you see the Jake Paul fight? I did. I was disappointed Anthony Joshua didn't sleep him in round 1, but I'm glad I set a night aside. Really quick. One of my videos that didn't do as well, but I'm very proud of. Netflix doesn't understand sports. Netflix's broadcasts, productions, everything is just so bad. It is so bad from a just broadcast and just coverage standpoint. Everything Netflix does is just so bad around sports. And the games this year are going to be bad. And they got Bert Kreischer calling the games. And I don't want to hear what Bert Kreischer has to say at halftime. Netflix doesn't understand sports. One of my better videos dropped to Christmas Eve last year. Check it out if you haven't already. Sure does have perfect timing. Mendoza ain't that good either. Wait for Arch. Yeah, that's the plan. That's engagement bait and you know it, Hannah. I know it is. And that's what pisses me off. Everyone's cheating the system. Pisses me off. We're sitting here again talking about the same things. I know, I missed it. I missed a wide open shot. Seth Hennigan, Shador Shuck, Brady Cook, Dart. That would be funny. Who the hell's Seth Hennigan? Is that some another quarterback got hurt today? I had this really nice boat. Exactly. That's exactly it. Hey, that is exactly it. You could have a boat or you could have a mystery box, and it could be anything, even a boat. People drive me crazy. How is DK Metcalf allowed to come back in that game? I didn't read much on the DK Metcalf thing. I just know he punched a guy, and that's that. I have no idea how he was allowed to come back in the game. That sounds very NBA. Jackson is 1920s. Yeah, exactly. Rookie QB rating: Shador, Dart, Mahomes, Chuck Allen. who are the Giants tanking for? Those is a good draft this year. Wide receiver. I think the Giants should tank and just trade out since Fernando Mendoza is so perfect, right? It's his first season on a losing team, history of losing his partner, injured with a broken ankle, more changes. Yeah, and his best target, blown out knee. As long as Jackson Dart can go into this offseason with some sort of confidence, I'll call it a win. People don't realize not every quarterback can do Trevor single-handedly grace a franchise with his presence turnaround. I'm glad you said that, though, Gale. It took Trevor forever to figure it out. Granted, his second season was actually really good. But I'm just saying, if Colin Cowherd was running the Jags, they'd be on their 19th quarterback in the past 10 years, and they all would not work. Because Colin Cowherd would for sure hire Urban Meyer as head coach. Again, I'm saying all this as if Colin Cowherd or Emmanuel Acho or analysts. By the way, I watch The Herd every now and again. I don't just pull these takes from out of nothing. I enjoy watching Colin Cowherd. I think Nick Wright is hilarious. I just think the term analyst gets thrown around pretty loosely. And I also think that most analysts are just, professional rage baiters, so to speak. And they don't understand big picture moves within organizations because they want to reciprocate narratives and keep the news cycle churning and burning, which is not healthy for players or the sport itself. Mendoza to the Bills. There you go. Yeah, I gotta see how the Bills almost lost this game. By the way, I gotta see it. I gotta see how the Bills pulled this one out. This is hilarious. It sounds like the Browns just came back in garbage time, but. How do you wait? Punt, downs. Wow, damn. This could have been the winner. They went for it on downs and couldn't get there. On the Cleveland 11, I would have buried him. All right, so then maybe this game wasn't as close as I would have thought. Brutal punt though. How do you punt this? 4th and 32. That's how you punt it. Wow. Okay. Oh, how did you intentional grounding, Shador? After a sack, no less. Oh, that's not good. Well, 4th and 32 at the Cleveland 1-2. I do think that's funny. That is funny. We can either go for it on 4th and 32, or we could just accept that we lost. They went with the second option, so that's good. Colin Cowherd's a turd burglar. I think you got to quit that FS1 there, Hunter. Well, I'm not gonna watch ESPN, and I mean, obviously I watch sports YouTubers, but we don't make hot takes. We see that part of this movement. I'm sorry. But yeah, so one of the Giants hiring McDaniels. McDaniels might actually get fired now. Again, we're riding this storyline all the way to the end. Mendoza to the Jets. Exactly. That's what we do. Still holding on to take my Bill Belichick as the Giants head coach. Hold on to it. Call it. I hope not. Shoot. I think he's like 4. That hurts. Tyler Shuck has been better than Shedeur Sanders. Yes, he has. Tyler Shuck's been awesome. Go Tyler Shuck. Nothing like the machine's fake laugh when talking on Netflix, or his fake stories, or his Ozempic body. I'm not getting into Bert. If you like Bert Kreischer, that's cool. I don't. Hank's gotta go. Glad I didn't miss the Daily Giants cry rant. Exactly. Drop a like if you haven't already. By the way, it's hot as hell in this room I'm in. This North Face hoodie is killing me. As you can see, my eyes are just completely bloodshot. But yeah, Bert Kreischer isn't funny. He has one joke. He's funny in a Greek tragedy. I'm glad we can all agree. Listen, if you like Bert Kreischer, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I think he's a hack. Shuck doesn't have perfect timing. This is so funny. I love all these conversations. Shedeur Sanders or Tyler Shuck? Is Bert Kreischer funny? What are the Giants gonna do? And also, Netflix sucks. Hunter, how do you not know who Seth Hennigan is? Who the hell is Seth Hennigan? Am I crazy? Jeff argument, Shedeur's better. Okay, I won the debate, Jeff. Well, we called it. Well, Jeffrey, who the hell? Seth Hennigan. Who? Well, you didn't even spell his name right. Who? How? The Memphis quarterback? The free agent quarterback who was on the Jags for a day, who's younger than me, Seth Hennigan? That same's... Oh! Seth Hennigan! From Denton, Texas! Oh! Has he thrown a pass in the NFL? He has not. Cool. Nice. That's a bummer. Well, Seth, if you ever, hope he signs with the Giants one day, then we can really embrace the tank. Netflix should get Aaron Hernandez to commentate. At this rate, get anyone. I'd like, again, not to sit here and be like, I could do better, but if Bert Kreischer's calling the game, I could do better. We need the Jets video. We do need the Jets video. The problem is the Jets, well, they finally stopped winning. They finally their hot streak slowed down. What happened here? Brady Cook sucked? Is that it? Yeah, basically. Couldn't run the ball. Couldn't throw the ball to wide receivers. Nothing like a running back being your leading receiver with 52 yards on 4 catches. You could tell that's, just one. One touchdown pass interceptions. All right. Can we just have Rookie of the Year? Can we just give Rookie of the Year to Ben Simmons already? Thanks for fucking with me. That's funny. Okay. All right. Feel caught up. Okay. So let's look at the playoff standings now, and let's see what exactly can move. I'm assuming not much. Okay. So in news, the Patriots clinched a playoff spot. That I don't know if that's new or not, but they did clinch a playoff spot. They got a game on Buffalo. We'll see how these next 2 games shake out. In other news, the Dolphins are officially eliminated. I don't know if that happened or not already, but Ravens are still in the fight somehow, some way. I don't see it, to be quite frank with you, but anything's possible. I don't know what the deal is with Lamar. We'll check that out, but who knows? How the Colts haven't played yet. We'll see what happens with Indy. I got a feeling this isn't going to go well for them, but again, who knows? Texans can't be feeling great after almost losing to the Raiders. However, 10-5 in the 7th seed. A lot of wins in the AFC right now. 7 10-win teams. Well, Steelers don't count. I guess 6 10-win teams within after week 16. That is cool to me. And then the NFC side, the Eagles clinched the conference. That's what Z is, isn't it? They clinched the division. Okay, they changed it. The Eagles clinched the NFC East. Thanks a lot, Dallas. Dallas is eliminated from the playoffs officially. Carolina takes a pretty good chokehold on the NFC South. I mean, apparently not, actually. They still need to win and they're in. I'm assuming, though, because they still play Tampa. This is going to be interesting. Like I told you, this game right here, 1-3-1-4 will be the Sunday night game, and it will determine who goes to the playoffs. You have Seattle against the Panthers. That would be crazy if the Panthers won this game, but who knows? Rookie of the Year is a Mecca Boo. Yeah, that would be sweet. He probably will. At this point, I do kind of want to see where are the current odds for everyone. MVP, Matt Stafford, odds on favorite, obviously, and Drake May not far behind. Drake May's MVP odds have been all over the place this year, but 185 is actually pretty good action. Offensive rookie, T-Mac looks like the man. Jackson Dart's odds are completely down the tank. T-Mac, that's cool. Makes me happy. Put a smile on my face. Travion also getting a look. Tyler Shuck from out of nowhere, plus 370. If he puts on 2 more wins, he may actually just win it. He might just have it. Trust me, Shedeur Sanders had one good half of football. I watched the full game. Listen, I test Shedeur Sanders is definitely not the best rookie quarterback. I'm not going to debate you on that, but it is funny to discuss him. Pat Spencer should win Rookie of the Year. Yeah, he should. He should win the NFL Rookie of the Year. Yes, Pat Spencer. Carson Schlesinger, crazy favorite for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Good pick by the Browns. As you can see, the Browns have a couple picks on here, and yet Abdul Carter is just tanking. Great. Hope he's good next year. His whole team's a disaster. JSN odds on favorite for Opoy. Puka not far behind, and it's probably 2-horse race here. It'd be nice to see James Cook get it, but he's not going to. Depoy, obviously Myles Garrett. That's not much of a contest. Betting plus 4,500 on Nick Bonito is the funniest thing I could possibly imagine. Coach of the Year, we went over that. And then Comeback Player of the Year has got to be Trevor Lawrence, plus 320. Or Christian McCaffrey, minus 300. I think Trevor should win, to be quite frank. But again, what do I know? The Colts have yet to play. So maybe if the Colts win. Those are the current odds for things. Now, as far as standings, not a lot changed. Obviously, some teams won, some teams lost. But overall, I mean, this is pretty... Rams clinched a spot. Niners clinched a spot. I'm assuming just because a couple of losses went their way. Packers lost and Lions lost, so they could definitely... We're just going to have a slugfest for this last seed. Outside of that, though, it seems like the NFC is pretty solid, pretty set. I mean, we'll see how Chicago finishes. Eagles could finish anywhere from the 3rd seed to the 1 seed, although I doubt they'll get to the 1 seed. We'll see what happens with the Bears over these next 2 games, but they're red hot. Out of their last, 8? They're 7-1. And these aren't beating nothing teams either. Apparently the Steelers are good. The Eagles are in the playoffs. The Packers are good. The Browns are not. But you know what? They have spotty games. They just competed against Buffalo. And then they beat the Packers in overtime in a thriller. Go Bears. This is their year. All the magic is lining up. If you have a really bad luck season... And I realize the irony of me saying this because I am a Giants fan in 2025 and who's been waiting for this to be true one time in my life. But if you have a really bad and specifically unlucky season, get ready for some positive luck the year after. That positive regression is just so sweet. It goes both ways. The Commanders take a step back, but the Bears take a step up. The Bears lose that Hail Mary play, Tyreek Stevenson. Doesn't matter. Bears got their luck back. What goes around comes around. I'm telling you. Happens. T-Law is better this year because they took the Vikings assistant QB coach trust. I don't doubt it. But as long as we can all agree, Trevor Lawrence is considerably better this year. He throws with a lot of confidence. Throws with a lot of swagger. I like it. Bust out my AP. Phillip Rivers for comeback. Yeah, that's what we should do. Drop a like if you haven't already, by the way, for Phillip Rivers. Big Philly. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We will be recapping that game, among other macro football takes I have. Trevor does deserve it, though. I like it. Your opinion is objectively wrong, Jeff. Okay. RJ Bricks is fired up. Jackson Tartt's been better than Shedeur Sanders. Well, the Browns fan is arguing against Shedeur Sanders. That's always a good set. NFC playoffs is basically set. It's just who won the NFC South and will the Packers lose out. That's it. I legit can't tell if RJ is throwing. I feel like he is, but I'm just gonna take a guess here. But yeah, the NFC is pretty set. It's just kind of figuring out the NFC South again. It's always a total loose cannon, the NFC South. Good for the Panthers. I'm sorry. Good for the Panthers. Sealing the deal. Yeah, and the AFC is interesting. I don't see a world where the Colts get in, and somehow, some way, the Ravens-Steelers race is still up and running. The Ravens have caught every break possible, and we might get... oh, boy. We might get Huntley versus Willis on December 27th, which I believe is a Saturday, right? That's what someone just said. It's a Saturday. Yeah, another Saturday game. Great. So we're going to be doing a triple stream. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. By the way, just to answer this really quick, I'll be back tomorrow, but I will be streaming on Christmas night. If there's primetime football, there is Hunnaball stream. That's not to say, oh, see ya, family. I'm going to go watch Hunnaball stream. I feel like my Christmas will be over early relatively to East Coast times. We'll be good. I'll come on, talk about these 3-0 games, and we can all wish each other a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Both. Double time. These will be fun, though. Could you imagine a Steelers-Panthers Super Bowl? Could I? I could. I'd rather not, but I could. I was listening to a sports betting podcast. Apparently, there's a world where if SF wins, they can take the division, therefore the #1 seed. I have heard that as well. The Niners, funny enough, control their own destiny. Will the playoffs run through San Fran? Brock Purdy? I doubt it. I really doubt it. And what I will say, I would really like to watch Eagles Niners. And as it stands right now, that's what would happen. Eagles Niners in Philly, round 1 of the playoffs. I think that would be fun. That's a good story. If everything stays according to plan right now, which is very possible, by the way, although Detroit could have and probably should have won. That's a real heartbreaker for them. They're a game and a half back from the Packers, by the way. I always forget about that tie. So they need to win out. But basically, as it stands right now, Seahawks would be on bye. Bears would obviously play. Let's assume the Packers. Either way, Bears, Packers, Bears, Lions. Either way, fun, good stories. Probably rather see the Lions if Jordan Love's not going to play. But again, we'll see how these injuries shake out. Eagles, Niners, a little bit of a rivalry there. I'm a fan. Yeah, just a good wild card matchup. Panthers, Rams, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Something about that just is screaming my name. Oh, wait. It's the fact that it already happened. Oh, wait. And I called it right. The Panthers won. Perfect timing. Bryce Young, 206 and 3 tubs. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I'm back. Did you guys talk about Derrick Henry not getting carries after scoring a touchdown? Didn't he fumble? Again, I didn't cover it too much, but didn't he fumble? How many fumbles did Derrick Henry have? Am I tripping out here? Again, if Stu Huntley's your QB, you really should trust Derrick Henry, especially on a night like this. Damn. Wow, and I was playing Derrick Henry. Thank God they stopped giving him the ball. Jeez. I was actually playing Derrick Henry and Zay Flowers, so I saved 4 points off these 2 plays. That's nice. Willis played well last year, so we'll see. That's a good point. Willis did play well last year, but I'd like to see the Packers at full strength, at least relative full strength. We know Micah Parsons is already out. Losing Jordan Love is the real nail in the coffin, it feels like. Jaden for next year's comeback, he's got to play good, but yes, definitely up for it because that couple of injuries, brutal. One bit early in the game. I see. There you go. Well, then I guess they just kept giving him the ball. I find it hard to believe that he got 2 touchdowns early in the game, and then they just gave up on him after a fumble. But again, who knows? I did not watch the game, unfortunately. Oh, man, fellas. Woof. Not gonna lie to you, kind of hitting a wall here. Just for reference, if you're just stopping by, I just finished like a pretty lengthy hike. A lot of climbing, a lot of elevation. Made it good. No bear attacks or nothing. But I am exhausted, as you can see by my blood red eye here. That is just straight up exhaustion. Sleeping on the ground is never fun. You have as expensive gear as you want. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Point is, football is sick, and I'm really excited that all this stuff happened this week. I cannot believe I won in the fantasy football playoffs. That is so sick. Who would have thought Harold Fano would have 2 touchdowns? I'm screenshotting that. We are 1 game away from taking it all. Oh boy. And my opponent is going to be a real bastard. Anyways, Harball's cooked the game passing by John. The game is passing both by, to be honest, but today's the day for the Chargers, I guess. Yay, let's all celebrate. Go Chargers. But go Jags, I'm rooting for him. How does Blake feel? The Jags have a better record, a better coach than the Eagles, and his crap. Yeah, I'll ask him. ELGLES Eagles. I may have actually seen that, actually, now that you say that. Browns do have crazy rookies. They had a great class. That's why everybody dunking on Andrew Berry. It's like they drafted a pretty good class. So I want to give him credit where there. But again, the quarterback things, they kind of botched it. So you take the good with the bad there. Anyways, I was just trying to get an actual debate because all your logic was I was wrong, but you didn't bring anything else into it. Okay, so Jeffrey and RJ Bricks have antagonized each other. They're bears, just black bears. And I have met them, but no black bears this time. So we're good. So, anyways, but yeah, fellas, well, to be quite candid with you, I can't do much analysis, so I can keep looking through this, but I think we got a pretty good perusal of what happened. I do want to see this really quick. What happened? Chargers, Cowboys. Who was the big winner in this one? Dak, again, we saw Joe Milton for a couple of throws, I guess. George Pickens had his get back. We knew that was due. Joe Milton fumbled. Justin Herbert also fumbled. Justin Herbert had a clean game. Obviously, they were able to establish the run as well with Hampton. So, you know, bolt up, I guess. I was going to say San Diego Superchargers. So there you go, Chargers. Again, I couldn't care for either of these teams, but, you know, I would rather Dallas win, but Chargers won. Hats off to them. Going into Jerry World and winning that game is nothing to sneeze at. Again, Gardner Minshew got hurt. The Chiefs were already pretty bad, pretty shaken up. Cam Ward has officially become a bona fide stud. So watch out for that. We've been really hopping on the Cam Ward bandwagon in the past month and a half, 2 months or so. And I'm excited to continue discussing it. Anything else? Falcons, Cardinals, I don't care. I mean, like not to be mean, guys, but like, come on. Come on. I mean, if there's one who cares game of the week, it's this one. Like, pretty easily, actually. So, yeah. Again, Tyler Algier outrushed Bijan Robinson, which I think is really funny. And, yeah, I think we covered them all. Steelers, Lions, Raiders, Texans. I wonder, how did Raiders, Texans end? This is the last thing I'm going to check. Also, I've said it before. I love these alts, by the way. I love these Texans alts. I think they're sick. How did this game end? Oh, I see. So the Raiders were down the whole time. Nah, not quite, though. 14-16. Then Texans go down and score, right? Simple. We get a 1-yard touchdown to Dalton Schultz. Then we get a Geno Smith 51-yard touchdown from Ashton Gianti. Awesome. As we call him around here, Gianti, not Ginty. And then the Texans just killed clock. And an own fumble recovery. Damn. Again, it cannot be fun, me just reading text and reacting to it. But this is nuts. So they're able to put the game away thanks to Nico Collins. Neal, ball game. See ya. Boy, I would have been stressed if I was sitting through today. My fantasy team was all over the place. But, yeah. How'd Bowers do, really quick? Speaking of my fantasy team. Hey, touchdown. Thank God. All right, cool. Anyways, nice. So that's my reaction to the entire week of football and Saturday. So I'll be back tomorrow with a little more analytical takes, to be honest with you. But as it stands right now, I kind of just wanted to come on here, hang out, restart our streak, so to speak. I'm going to keep saying... if there's primetime football, there will be a Hunnaball stream, because outside of yesterday, that will not change for at least the rest of this season, hopefully the rest of eternity. But as it stands right now, I'm beat to hell, and you know, can't offer too much else. It's also 10 o'clock East, so I think I'm gonna close the stream early, so to speak. But yeah, Lorenzo left, Mr. Massive. I love that. Lorenzo left. What do you mean they have Grizzlies? They do not have Grizzlies in California. They do not. It's a very published thing. They do not have Grizzly Bears. I think Muhammad already called me on that. Used to have Grizzly Bears, larger than the Grizzly, but smaller than the polar bear, hunted to extinction. Exactly. The only brown bear in California is the one on the flag. Just saying. There are black bears though, but I am good. Didn't run into any of them. So there it is. Celebrate Trevor. Seriously, I'm gonna get off this and I'm gonna throw myself a little party for Trevor Lawrence. The Trevor Lawrence show. I don't know. Man. Flag is with the California bear, but originally when designing the flag, they wanted a pair, but there was Huh. What the hell? What a fact. Damn, Muhammad, I didn't know that. That's super cool. Honestly, Jeff, you convinced me though. Shuck is better than Sanders. You're right. Shuck is better than Sanders, but that's not even knocking Shador. Shuck's just been really good. Wow. That's not even knocking Shador. What a mature take from me. A lot of black bears in the Bay Area. I believe it. Oh, I believe it. We never got the Trevor video. I know. I feel bad about it. Here's what I will say about the videos. I'm probably not gonna make one this week because I'm gonna be working extra hard on one that is coming out in 2 weeks. I promise you, in 2 weeks, a video will come out. It will be a longer one. It's something I've never tried before. I'm very excited to do it. That being said, the Trevor Lawrence, New York Jets, who's going to relocate, and all the other great videos we've thought of, perfect broadcast, it will happen. It will happen. But I got to get this one video done first. I got to get this one. It's been in my head for probably 2 months now, maybe longer. And I need to finish the job. I need to finish what I started. It's about damn time. That's what beavers say. It's about damn time. And I did not see any beavers on the hike either. So there you go. Why are you so awesome? I don't know. I hope that's talking about me. And if that's the case, thanks, RJ. You too, brother. All right. But anyways, fellas, hate ending the stream early, but I also hate feeling how I do now. So I'm gonna call it here. Otis is excited. I'm gonna get a little buzz going. But yeah, fellas. So I'm gonna call it there. But again, I hope you guys had a great Sunday. I called this apple picking week. So if you missed the games like I did and are just tuning into all the craziness happening in the NFL, I'm sure that is fun. I hope you guys won in your fantasy leagues. I hope you drop a like, and I hope the Giants get the #1 pick and stick with Jackson Dart. But tanking's for losers. Muhammad's calling night. RJ Bricks is the master debater. What animals did I see? Some squirrels. Not much else. Kind of bummed me out, actually. I think a lot of wildlife is dying. Anyways, I'm going to call it. Good night, fellas. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Come hell or high water. Monday Night Football. We'll be talking about Phil Rivers and the Niners, who are supposedly going to take the #1 seed in the NFC. Until then, guys, have a kick-ass night. Have a kick-ass Monday. And I will see you tomorrow. Hunna Ball.